Live from Columbia, South Carolina, WIS News 10 starts now.
All right, thanks for joining us back here on Midday. Well, this Sunday, the Prince of Kosher Gospel, Joshua Nelson, will be in Columbia for an evening of soul-stirring music. Beth Shalom Synagogue is hosting this event, and the theme this year is bringing communities together in joyous song. Joining me today is Randy Stark with Beth Shalom Synagogue. Randy, thank you so much for being here with me today.
Thanks, Jordan. Excited to be here.
I'm so glad you're here because you told me that Joshua Nelson is quite a hot commodity. So you guys got him to come. Tell us more about him.
So, yeah, thank you for having us, first of all. We're super excited to be welcoming Josh Nelson back to Columbia for our second annual Bringing Communities Together in Joyful Song concert at Beth Shalom this Sunday at 6:30. It's going to be featuring Josh Nelson, the Prince of Kosher Gospel, as well as a local gospel ensemble directed by Dr. Cabra Bradford. And for those that were there last year, trust me, they're not missing a repeat appearance. It was amazing.
Okay, and I know that some of this video we're actually getting a look at is from last year. You said it was super awesome. You just had such a great response. What was that response that made you want to do this again?
So, this is definitely about, again, bringing communities together. It's a night that transcends faith and culture and brings us together to celebrate something that we all can celebrate, right? Which is music and the love of music and the love of fantastic music. I told lots of folks that were there last year that I had not seen people in our community move in the way that they had prior to the concert last year. So I'm looking forward to seeing that again.
Okay, and hearing Jewish music, gospel music go together, not really two things you typically hear about, right? So this is definitely a unique mix. What was the response to it?
So it was very positive, right? So, Josh is, just to tell you a little bit about Josh, he is an internationally renowned gospel singer and musician. He's performed with the likes of Aretha Franklin and Mahalia Jackson and others. And he has pioneered this unique style of music where he's taken the beauty of traditional Jewish lyrics and combined them with the power and the energy of African American gospel sounds. And together, he has pioneered this genre called kosher gospel, and it's amazing.
Wow, it's such a unique mix of cultures there and different music styles, so really cool to hear. Why host an event like this?
Opening our doors, bringing folks in that wouldn't normally come into our community to be able to share something like this, that's what it's all about. And, particularly after Corona, we wanted to do this before Corona and we had to postpone that. And since then, the community response has been growing and growing and growing. In fact, I'm almost positive it's going to be a sellout this year.
All right, and I know you mentioned this is only the second year of this event.
Correct.
So how are things going to be a little bit different maybe this year?
Well, of course, it's a completely different lineup. Josh has prepared a whole different array of music, and he's got a plethora of in his catalog to offer. So if you came last year, you're in for a treat. I can tell you that a lot of people last year, Jordan, almost like yourself, were questioning kosher gospel. What is that? I can tell you that the word is out. And people are thrilled and very excited about the concert this Sunday. All
right. So any more details about this event? Is there an age limit?
No. So it's 6:30 this Sunday at Beth Shalom Synagogue, 5827 Trentham Road. It's at 6:30. Tickets are $18 for 18 and younger, and older are $36 a piece.
Okay. And one thing that's really interesting about him, we've got two different minority groups here. Black people are a minority group, Jewish people are a minority group, and he really encompasses both of these. It's not something in South Carolina that you actually really see very often. So he brings a unique mix of cultures here. What does this mean for the community?
It does nothing but, the rising tide lifts all boats, right? I mean, the Jewish community, the African American community, the greater community benefits because of the relationship. It's almost like you have the traditional Jewish lyrics, and they're your peanut butter, and you have Josh as your chocolate, and together we've got Reese's, and everybody enjoys a Reese's, right? So it's magic, right? And it's special, and it's one of a kind, and I think folks will find that out if they show up on Sunday night for sure.
All right, yeah, definitely a combination of cultures there, which has become something really popular these days. We've seen a lot of festivals, music, where people mix cultures, foods even.
That's
so
right.
Is there any food at this event? I'm sure people want to know that.
So I think there'll be light refreshments.
Okay.
But no, the focus is on the evening and the performance, and it's going to be great.
Okay, so if people come out, can they expect to be dancing? Are they going to be on their feet?
They're 100% going to be on their feet.
Yeah.
If there's something wrong if they're not, for sure. But yeah, expect a lot of energy, high level performance. The level of the show is just phenomenal. I'm so proud that Beth Shalom is a part of this and that we're able to offer this to our community.
Yeah, this sounds awesome. And one last thing I just thought about, I wanted to ask you, are there instruments involved as well? Do you know?
So yeah, last year he had a gospel band, for lack of a better term, backing him up, bass player, synthesizer, and so he's been working actually with Joe Jacobson, our technical director, on this project to put together a whole new show. So there'll definitely be instruments. I'm going to have to find out when you do exactly what's showing up on stage, but it's going to be amazing.
All right, well, I'm glad to hear it. We've got vocals, instruments, everything. This is definitely a pretty unique show. So we're going to have all of our information on this on our website, wistv.com.